So I've been telling you that what is coming is, as Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan Chase said yesterday, he has said in his quarterly reports that storm clouds are gathering. He changed that yesterday. He said, these aren't storm clouds. This is a hurricane. You better batten down the hatches. A hurricane, a financial hurricane is coming. And it only makes sense. You cannot have this country paying $6 and $7 a gallon for gasoline. You cannot have a transportation sector that runs on diesel fuel that is paying $6, $7, $8, $10 a gallon for diesel. It doesn't hold. You can't have food, as the USDA said yesterday, that take all of the inflation from the last 2 years and double it. And that's what you'll be facing in September or October. That's the USDA. So, gosh, that sounds like a crisis, doesn't it? Sounds like an energy crisis. Sounds like a food crisis. A climate crisis. You know, climate, that's this generation's World War II. It's an existential threat. It's an emergency. A money crisis, as your dollar is just devalued more and more. There'll be a housing crisis. People won't be able to live in their houses. What to do? Homelessness crisis. I just have to throw this in because I don't even know what it means anymore, but you know they will say that there's an infrastructure crisis, that we have to upgrade our infrastructure because it's an emergency. I don't even know what it means. Most likely it means just funneling that money to Biden children. There's going to be a crime crisis. There's a shooting crisis. An emergency in every place but Chicago. It's an emergency. You don't think it could happen? Let me give you two things. Australia's parliament, South Australia's parliament, has just declared a climate emergency, which they say, now with the formal declaration of a climate emergency, the focus from the state government must be on building our state's capacity to tackle the emergency ahead of us. Now, the conservatives in Australia are like, yeah, but you haven't taken just common sense measures. You haven't done things that, right? Does that sound familiar? In Seattle, because they're now so woke, they've stopped investigating all rapes because they were reimagining the police, and they don't have enough police to go find the rapists. So if you've been raped in Seattle, don't call us. It's all headed toward national emergency. And I urge you to look up the executive orders. I urge you to look at how every single cabinet member has changed the administration and what they oversee to all re-gear towards justice and equity and climate emergencies. Everything.